Well, guys, I'm Dan Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida, for Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Melo, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or the iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The 2021 Venice Film Festival will open with Pedro Almodovar's new film, Madres Paralelas. The organizers said Monday that Madres Paralelas, or Parallel Mothers, will screen during the festival's opening night, September 1st. Madres Paralelas is a new drama written and directed by Almodovar, a Spanish director known for such films as Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, All About My Mother, Talk to Her, and Pain and Glory. Almodovar said in a statement, "I was born as a filmmaker in 1983 in Venice with the mezzo grigino, mezzo nanote section," referencing to his film Dark Habits. 38 years later, I am called to open the festival. I cannot express the joy and the honor and how much this means to me without falling into complacency. I'm very grateful to the festival for this recognition and hope to be up for it. Madres Paralelas stars Penelope Cruz, Melina Smith, Atatna Sanchez Gijon, Israel El Jaldi, Julieta Serrano, and Rosie De Palma. The film follows two mothers, Cruz and Smith, who enter the same hospital ward to give birth. Festival director Alberto Barbera said, "I'm grateful to Pedro Almodovar for having us given the privilege of opening the film festival with his new movie, an intense and sensitive portrayal two women as they contend with a pregnancy with unpredictable consequences, women's solidarity, and sexuality that is experienced in full freedom and without hypocrisy, all against the backdrop of a reflection on the elucidable need for truth that is to be unwaveringly pursued." Almodovar has collaborated with Cruz on 6 of his films. The 78th Annual Venice Film Festival will take place September 1st to the 11th. Denis Villeneuve's film Dune will also have its world premiere at the festival. The National Academy of Television Arts and Science announced more Daytime Emmy Award winners for across the fiction and lifestyle categories. Lonnie Love hosted the event on Sunday with Layla Ali, Francisco Hernandez Caceres, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, and Jody Long serving as presenters. Raven Simone hosted an event on Saturday to honor winners across children and animation categories. Zac Efron won Outstanding Daytime Program Host for his Netflix series Down to Earth with Zac Efron. Efron said about the win on Twitter, "Wow, never expected this and so grateful. Huge thanks to Daytime Emmys at Netflix and our small but powerful crew. Hashtag Down to Earth, who made this show what it is. And most of all, thank you to all for watching and enjoying D2E. This is for you." Karrueche Tran won Outstanding Performance by a Lead Actress in a Daytime Fiction Program for Popstars TV, The Bay. Crystal Andrews also won Outstanding Performance by a Lead Actor in a Daytime Fiction Program for The Bay, along with Mike Manning winning Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actor in a Daytime Fiction Program. Jody Long took home Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actress in a Daytime Fiction Program for Dash and Lily. The team also won Outstanding Writing Team for a Daytime Fiction Program. Long is the first Asian American actress to win, and Tran is the first APPI lead actress to win an Emmy Award in either the daytime or primetime Emmys. George the Rescue won the Outstanding Lifestyle Series. Tiny Creatures won Outstanding Travel, Adventure, and Nature Program, and Andy Serkis won Outstanding Guest Performer in a Daytime Fiction Program for The Letter for the King. Jeopardy, the greatest of all time, tied with the 2020 Film Independent Spirit Awards for Outstanding Writing Team for a Daytime Nonfiction Special. Winners in the children and animation categories include The Power of We, a Sesame Street special winning Outstanding Preschool Children or Family Viewing Program. Hilda won Outstanding Children Animated Series, and Mar Hamill won Outstanding Performer in a Preschool Animated Program for Elena of Alvar. The Primetime Emmy Awards, hosted by Cedric the Entertainer, will air on CBS on September 19th. Henry Golding discussed becoming a father on Good Morning America Monday following the birth of his first child, Layla, with his wife Liv Lowe. The actor says, "What I haven't learned, it's such a crash course in reality, isn't it? We sort of go through our entire lives kind of focusing on us and me and the wife and stuff, but suddenly you have this beautiful little being to sort of ensure that they survive." He continued, "It really sets your priorities. You start thinking selflessly." Golding and Lowe announced the birth of their child in April. The couple got married in August 2016. The 34-year-old stars in the final trailer for Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe. Golding stars as the titular ninja in the film, which is coming to theaters on Friday. Golding finds a new home after saving Andrew Koji, the heir to an ancient Japanese clan, in the clip. The final trailer also states Koji is portraying Storm Shadow, who is Snake Eye's greatest rival. Martin Compston, Tuppence Middleton, and Rupert Penry Jones have joined the cast of the ITV's upcoming television adaptation novel of Our House. Middleton will portray Fee Lawson, who returns home one day to find strangers moving into her house. She also discovers that a strange husband, Bram Lawson, portrayed by Compston, is missing. Penry Jones is set to play the enigmatic Toby. Other co-stars include Wirinch Opia and Blue Kumar. Our House is based on the best-selling novel of the same name by author Louise Candlish. Simon Ashdown is penning the screenplay with Red Planet Pictures producing. Sherry Folkson is serving as the lead director. ITV Studios is distributing the drama internationally. Our House has no set release date. Middleton said in a statement, "What struck me about Our House is its immense relatability. The story where you can catch a glimpse of yourself in the characters, and you get the chilling realization that what happens to Fee could happen to anyone. What a fantastic opportunity to work alongside ITV and the team at Red Planet Pictures to adapt this artfully plotted novel." Netflix is giving a glimpse of Family Reunion Part 4. The streaming service shared a trailer for the comedy series Monday, featuring Tia Mowry and Anthony Alabi as Coca and Maz McKellen, a group raising their 4 kids in Columbus, Georgia. The preview shows Maz's mom, Madeira, played by Loretta Vine, prepare for a milestone birthday. Coca and Maz's son, Shaka, played by Isaiah Russell Bailey, ask about kissing, and Coca and Maz's daughter, Jay, played by Talia Jackson, working on her online branding. The official description reads, "Family Matters brings the Kellens closer together as new relationships, unexpected obstacles, and a milestone birthday leads to major life lessons." Family Reunion is created by Meg DeLoach and co-stars Cameron J. Wright and Jordan Rhea James as Coca and Maz's younger son and daughter, Mazi and Ami. DeLoach said in his statement, "I remain immensely proud of this series that presents an authentic, multi-generational African-American family who laugh hard and love hard. It's written by an all-black writing staff who've carefully woven their diverse experiences into a cultural quilt of comedy, current events, and an understanding of what it means to be black in America today as well as in the past." Part 4 premieres August 26th on Netflix. Stephen Amell and Alexander Ludwig are 2 brothers competing inside and outside the wrestling ring in the latest trailer for the upcoming Starz drama Heels. Amell's Jack Spade and Ludwig's 8th Spade are trying to restart their father's family-owned wrestling promotion in Georgia and are presenting a storyline where they are feuding for a championship in the clip released on Monday. Jack Spade writes the script from the wrestling for the wrestling shows and gets into an argument with his brother about going off script. The trailer also explores the life and independent professional wrestlers and Ace Spade's relationship with his valet Crystal Taylor, played by Kelly Berglund. Heels will premiere August 15th on Starz at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The series is written, created, and executive produced by Michael Waldron. Michael Malley serving as a showrunner and executive producer. Peter Siegel is directing several episodes and is serving as an executive producer. Co-stars include Alison Luff, Mary McCormick, Alan Maldonado, James Harrison, and Chris Bauer. CNN will launch a companion standalone streaming service called CNN Plus early next year, network officials announced on Monday. Programming on the new direct-to-consumer platform won't duplicate that of the current channels due to the rights according to cable providers. Rather, it will parallel a TV product featuring a mix of original live, on-demand, and interactive content, CNN Worldwide presenter Jeff Zucker said. Zucker said in a statement, CNN invented cable network in 1980, defined online news in 1995, and now is taking an important step in expanding what news can be by launching a direct-to-consumer streaming subscription service in 2022. With the new streaming platform, Warner Media Network-owned CNN joins rival news producers in offering standalone streaming programs, including Fox News and CBS. When it launches in the first quarter of 2022, CNN Plus will offer 8 to 12 hours of live daily programming consisting of topical deep dive and lifestyle contents from some of CNN's most prominent talent. There will be a prominent interactive element which will provide a platform quote, for fans to connect directly with anchors and experts in real-time conversations about the issues that matter most to them. CNN's library of nonfiction documentaries and long-form original series and films will also be available to subscribers. Anthony Morris, Chief Digital Officer for CNN Worldwide, will be the executive in charge of CNN Plus, with overseeing the content, product development, and business operations of the platform. He said, for 41 years, global audiences have tuned into CNN as an essential source of news and information which is rooted in our deep commitment to quality journalism. CNN Plus will be built on a foundation of world-class reporting and storytelling and a commitment to meet our audiences wherever they are. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will publish an intimate and heartfelt memoir about his life and lessons learned as a member of the British royal family, his publisher announced Monday. The forthcoming memoir for the prince will share for the first time the definitive accounts of the experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons that have helped shape him, U.S. publisher Penguin Random House said in a release. The book, it said, will cover his lifetime in the public eye from childhood to present day, including his dedication to the service, the military duties that twice took him to the front lines of Afghanistan, and the joy he has found in becoming a husband and father, promising a, quote, an inspiring, courageous, and uplifting human story. The memoir will offer an honest and captivating personal portrait. In an accompanied statement, Harry said his book will not be written for the perspective of the prince I was born, but as the man I've become. He says, I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. The release date is tentatively scheduled for late 2022. Harry and his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, relinquished their status as senior members of the royal family earlier this year amid intense media scrutiny, they said, damaging their mental health. Meghan told Oprah Winfrey in an interview that relentless media attacks on her role in the family had resulted in suicidal thoughts while she was pregnant with the couple's first child, Archie. Harry said he realized that many of the attacks were racist and support both allege of a lack of support from other members of the royal family. Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella stage musical has been halted in London West End after a cast member tested positive for COVID-19. Opening night shows on Monday and Tuesday were canceled. The composer announced the news on Twitter Monday, the same day that theaters and venues were allowed to reopen. Webber said, today on this Freedom Day, I have been forced to take the heartbreaking decision not to open my Cinderella. Webber described the play's rigorous testing system and how everyone on the crew had tested negative after a cast member who had a cameo role tested positive. Webber says, despite this, the impossible conditions created by the blunt instrument that is the government's isolation guidance meant that we cannot continue. We have been forced into a devastating decision which will affect the lives and livelihoods of hundreds of people and disappoint thousands who have booked to see the show. He continued, Cinderella was ready to go. My sadness for our cast and crew, our loyal audience in the industry I have been fighting for is impossible to put into words. Freedom Day has turned into Closure Day. Carrie Hope Fletcher stars as Cinderella in the musical, an updated telling of the fairy tale by Emerald Fennell, with music by Webber and lyrics by David Zippel. Sports Illustrated revealed that tennis star Naomi Osaka is one of the 3 cover models for its annual Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue Monday. Osaka is the first black athlete to land on the cover of the edition. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion and model Lena Bloom will also appear on separate covers of the magazine, which goes on sale Thursday. Osaka said in a video posted on Sports Illustrated, "I'm so proud to be the first Japanese and Haitian woman to grace one of the covers. I feel like that multicultural background is present in all the things I do." Megan Thee Stallion is the first rapper to make the cover of the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue. Bloom is the first transgender cover model for the issue. The theme of the issue is opening eyes, speaking the truth, and changing minds. Sports Illustrated Swimsuit editor-in-chief MJ Day said in a news release, "There is no question that Naomi is one of the best athletes in the world, and a cover spot felt obvious." He also said she spent her formative years raking up titles and heading to the Olympics. But we celebrate Naomi for her passion, strength, and power geared towards consistently breaking barriers when it comes to equality, social justice, and mental health. Osaka dropped out of the French Open in May due to mental health concerns. She hasn't played since, but plans to return to the court and compete for Japan at the postponed 2020 Summer Games in Tokyo. The four-time Grand Slam champion also was named one of Sports Illustrated Sportspersons of the Year in December for her activism. Day says what drew us to Naomi was her passion, strength, and power geared towards consistently breaking barriers when it comes to equality, social justice, and mental health. She wholeheartedly dedicated to achieve the impossible and has succeeded time and again. We're so honored to have one of the fiercest female trailblazers in history as one of our 2021 covers. Former cover models Olivia Cupo, Camille Coste, and Danielle Harrington are among the 25 women featured in the issue. Halsey is a new mom. The 26-year-old pop star gave birth to her first child, Ender Riley, with her partner, screenwriter Alev Aydin, last week. Halsey shared the news on Monday on Instagram alongside a photo of herself holding baby Ender as Aydin looked on. She captioned the post, "Gratitude for the most rare and euphoric birth, powered by love, Ender Riley Aydin, July 14th, 2021. Fellow singers Olivia Rodrigo and actor Brandon Thomas Lee were among those to congratulate Halsey in the comments. Halsey announced in January that she was expecting her first child. The singer shared the news by posting on a slideshow of baby bumps photos on Instagram. She wrote, "Surprise." Halsey discussed her relationship with Aydin for the first time in the August issue of Allure. She said, "Alev and I have been really good friends for 4 years, and when the stars aligned, our relationship became romantic. It was pretty evident that he and I were both like, oh my gosh, you're the person I'm supposed to start a family with." Halsey said she kept her relationship with Aydin quiet to protect their privacy as a couple. She said, "Nobody knew I was dating someone. I signed up to give my whole life away. My loved ones didn't." Halsey will release her fourth studio album, If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, in August. Earlier this month, she explored themes of motherhood in a trailer for her companion film of the same album. The Farm Aid Festival's return to the Xfinity Theater in Hartford, Connecticut on September 25th with a live audience. Farm Aid board members Willie Nelson, Neil Young, John Mellencamp, Dave Matthews, and Tim Reynolds and Margot Price will be performing. Sturgill Simpson, Tyler Childers, Nathaniel Ratliff, the Night Sweats, Betty Levette, Jamie Johnson, Lucas Nelson, and The Promise of the Real, Allison Russell, Patricia Kidd, and Ian Mellencamp are also part of the festival lineup. Tickets go on sale on Friday starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through LiveNation.com. Farm Aid, which started in 1985, has raised over $60 million to help family farmers. Last year's event was live streamed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Nelson said in a statement, "The experience of the past 18 months has reminded us how much we need each other. I'm so glad we can come together again at Farm Aid 2021. When we combine music, family farmers, and good food, we have the power to grow the kind of agriculture that strengthens all of us." Pearl Jam will be headlining an encore weekend of the Ohana Festival, which will take place on October 1st to the 2nd. Pearl Jam will be performing both nights at the Ohana Encore after the band and frontman Eddie Vedder headlined different nights of the original Ohana Festival, which takes place September 24th to the 26th. Beck, Lord Huron, White Reaper, ZZ Ward, Pure Lone, Saint Pather, and Vanilla Roma will also be performing one night on the Ohana Encore. Brandy Carlisle, Sleater Kinley, Margot Price, NHC, M. Mice Ken, Joe Wong, and the Night Creatures, the Naked Giants will also be performing on night 2. Tickets for the Ohana Encore goes on sale Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The second weekend also takes place at the Dohe State Beach, located in Dana Point, California. Pearl Jam last released the album Gigaton in March 2020. The project included the singles Dance of the Clairvoyants. The Killers released a new album in August. The rock band announced in a press release Monday that it will release its 7th studio album, Pressure Machine, on August 13th. The Killers produced the album with Sean Everett and Jonathan Rado, who previously collaborated with the group on its 2020 album, Employing the Mirage. The Killers frontman, Brandon Flowers, says Pressure Machine emerged from the COVID-19 pandemic after everything came to this grinding halt. He says, and it was the first time in a long time for me that I was faced with silence. And out of that silence, that record began to bloom, full of songs that would have otherwise been too quiet and drowned out by the noise of the typical Killers records. Pressure Machine is inspired by Nephi, Utah, the small southwestern town where Flowers lived from age 10 to 16. Drummer Ronnie Vanucci Jr. says, we were discussing Brandon moving to Nephi as a kid and being stuck in the middle of nowhere. And during COVID-19, it started to feel like we were in the middle of nowhere. Flowers says, I discovered this grief that I hadn't dealt with. Many memories of my time in Nephi are tender, but the ones tied to fear or great sadness were emotionally charged. I've got more understanding now than when we started the band, and hopefully I was able to do justice to these stories and these lives in this little town that I grew up in. The Killers shared cover art for the album on Instagram. Photographer Wes Johnson captured the image just outside Nephi. The Killers will promote the album with a new North American tour. The venture begins August 19th in Vancouver, British Columbia, and ends October 8th in Detroit, Michigan. And finally, Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett will perform together one last time at a pair of shows in August. Lady Gaga confirmed Monday that she and Bennett will reunite for a 2-night event in New York in honor of Bennett's 95th birthday. One last time, an evening with Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga will take place August 3rd and 5th at Radio City Music Hall. Tickets go on sale Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lady Gaga tweeted, I'm so honored and excited to celebrate Tony's 95th birthday with him at these special shows. Mariah says ticket holders will be required to show proof of vaccination. No phones will be allowed inside the venue, while attendants to collect smart devices and put them in yonder pouches that can be opened at lobby unlocking stations. Madison Square Garden Entertainment Executive Vice President of Live, Darren Pfeiffer, says, we couldn't be much prouder to host such a special engagement with two of the most iconic entertainers of our time. Both Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga are synonymous with New York City, making the great stage at Radio City Music Hall the perfect place to honor their decade-long friendship and celebrate Mr. Bennett's 95th birthday. Lady Gaga and Bennett previously performed together at Radio City Music Hall in 2015. In February, Bennett and his family announced that Bennett was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2016. Bennett's wife, Susan Bennett, said that Bennett is incapable of understanding the disease and his condition, but retains his love for music. Lady Gaga and Bennett released the album Cheek to Cheek in September 2014. The pair started recording a second album together in 2018 that is expected to be released later this year. And as the entertainment report for Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.